welcome back to another video. Thank you for joining me. I was encouraged by my friend Knock to do the 8-pen question video that is going around and thought it would be a fun challenge to take on. So let's get started. So my fountain pen journey actually began with this pen, the Pelikan M200 in black. This pen was a gift to my husband from a client, but since none of us were fountain pen people, it just sat on his desk for a while until I found it, and upon trying to figure out how to write with it, I stumbled across the world of fountain pens, and so that led me to find Sailor. So although my journey began with the Pelikan, I really want to say that what actually took off my love for fountain pens was this pen right here, the Sailor 1911 S in transparent. When I saw this pen at first, I just knew that it needed to be in my hands. And I didn't know the ride that I was in for upon getting my first Sailor, right? It became so addicting. And so after that one, it was like trying to collect all the Pokemon. And so that's where my journey really took off, when I got my first Sailor. So these were the first two brands that I actually really used and kind of continue to use to this day, but these two right here, Robert Oster and Ferris Wheel Press, are inks that I used in the beginning continuously. I still use, this is still one of my favorite colors, the Cafe Crema from Robert Oster, and Peter Moss from Ferris Wheel Press. I still very much enjoy these inks. As for my go-to inks now, I am trying to experiment more with other brands that are new to me, but I'm pretty sure others have already used because, you know, they've been around for so long. But recently I actually started to really enjoy the Diamine as well as the Dominant Industry inks. Two new to me inks that I actually just sort of started getting into, but I really am enjoying, are Lennon Toolbar and Kobe inks. This is my first ink from the pen show, and this one I discovered just recently, but wow, such good quality inks. I really am enjoying the writing experience with them. I would say ink, I just been more open to experimenting with different brands and adding more colors. For a while, I was really sticking to the browns and the greens, but now I'm really trying to branch out and really use other colors, like, you know, purples or deeper reds. Those have been kind of sort of new to my lineup. In terms of pens, I would say what has changed a lot for me has been trying out different nib sizes as well as other brands that would be considered larger pens. I was sticking to EF for so long and limiting myself to a world out there of writing experience. So I actually decided to dive into different nib grinds and see, you know, if they were going to be a fit for me. And I was quite pleasantly surprised to find a few grinds that are actually some of my favorite grinds now. So this is the Fude grind that Kirk Spear from Penrealm did for me, as well as this Architect grind. And I gotta say, definitely my favorite grinds. Trying out different grinds like this was something that I would not really dare to do 2-3 years ago. But now I think as my journey continues to grow, these nib grinds are something that I'm more interested in, as well as trying out different sizes and brands of pens. I was sticking to Sailor for so long. I started adding pilots and platinums, but now I'm really open to different brands that also carry such good quality pens. So we got Navaler. Twisby has always been a staple, but I also just recently added this new brand of pen to my collection from an Instagram maker, Papa J Woodworks. So he does beautiful custom made resin body style pens that are just so stunning. I really appreciate the craftsmanship, the colors. I know that it takes a lot of thought into putting a pen together and a lot of work. So I've been more appreciative of the smaller guys, if you would, and what they have to offer. I am actually very excited to try a few new inks as well as pen style. The art of the urushi or makie pens has really kind of been on my mind lately. I want to try and acquire at least one in the style so that I can really experience what it's like to have that kind of craftsmanship in my collection and in my hands. Ink wise, I'm excited to try Monarca inks as well as Birmingham inks. I've got a few of each coming my way soon. I actually do not have a Grail pen. I know, so shocking, but I think when you have an extensive collection, it is almost impossible to pick a pen to rule them all. So I actually have quite a few that are some of my favorites. And as you can see here, if I had to pick a few from my collection, these are some of the ones that you would see me try and run out my house if it was on fire with. Definitely we have the Kuba Sakura, which who does not love this pen? This pen is, I'm pretty sure, a grail for many people. Another one would definitely be this beautiful tag stationery fountain pen here. I think it must be the soft lilac pink of it. I also really like the style of it, that it's ringless on the cap. It's just such a sleek, beautiful pen. Another one that recently joined my collection that I just can't believe I'm just so in love with. It's the Platinum NBC Chai Tea pen. The colors, again, such beautiful colors, but the writing experience with Platinum is also just as good as my Sailors. I really enjoy their fine size, but also their extra fine for journaling or planning. I'm estimating between 140 to 150 pens at the moment and counting, the ones that I've ordered but have not arrived yet. I don't think I have thought of a limit. I am purchasing more based on what I love. And so if I see a pen that comes around that I feel like needs to be part of my collection, it becomes part of my collection if it's within my means. Usually if it's a pen that's within my reach, and I mean financial reach, I try to acquire it and have it become part of my collection. And I think that's why my collection continues to grow and it's hard for me to have a limit. Thanks so much for joining my video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have any questions or comments, you can leave them down below. I am trying to work on a highly requested video, which is a collection of pens video, and hopefully we'll be able to get that out soon. But in the meantime, I hope you guys have a great week, and I'll see you guys on the next video.